Welcome to the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. We talk wrestling. For stories and headlines you won't see pushed anywhere else in the wrestling media, then We Talk Wrestling is your go-to spot. Looking to see what independent shows are happening around your region? Then We Talk Wrestling has you covered. Come join the fun on Facebook's #1 community for professional wrestling. And Outside the Ring STL, join Shaft and General Vader along with others who share their love for professional wrestling as they talk about the recent shows from the major wrestling companies, all independent promotions from around the St. Louis area, and even talk about great moments in St. Louis professional wrestling history. Find them on Facebook at Outside the Ring STL. Get ready for episode number 76 as the Falls Count Everywhere podcast presents our Spooky Stars edition, featuring the freakiest, weirdest, and scariest characters in the world of professional wrestling. We thank all of you joining us for tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Before we get underway, we pay honor, tribute, and respect to the greatest nation in the world as we play our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for that ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your Sunday night, I guess our new Sunday night ritual. I used to say Thursday night ritual, but hey, it's Sunday night, but you know what? It is always a party. There we go with the Falls Count Everywhere podcast with our Spooky Stars edition. I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby on the left, to the right, of course, the Gem City Mouse, Zmiz. Z, what's going on, bud?
Not bad. Doing great, actually. Great week of wrestling, actually, too.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's going on here. We're going to touch on that here momentarily. And what's up? I know that's Vader from the Outside the Ring, and of course Corey's in there watching us here tonight. Thank you guys for watching in, and we definitely will be hopefully bringing you some entertainment our way here, as far as
our little slice.
To do something a little bit different. We're so close to that, so we're going to jump so right in. And we don't want to do that. Yeah, we just came on. We'll be right back. It's like clocking in, clocking in. So yeah. So anyway, we've had a lot of things going on this past week, and hey, you were mentioning about with last weekend at IEW with one of the stars that impressed you was Shailene.
Yes, big shout out to her, man.
Yep. And so this last night at IWA Productions for Wrestling for a Cause, she is now the new IWA Productions Ladies Champion. So yeah, so shout out to her. And hey, also, did you see a good buddy of ours that has been on the show, the Iceman?
Yes,
was one of the victims of the Strowman Express. Apparently, he got his butt whipped, but he made it on WWE television. So
he did. I tell you about a little? Can I spill a backstage story? So Iceman and I had become decent chums in the locker rooms and stuff we've shared together. And the was the last Granite City show we did with Illinois Elite Wrestling. He comes in, I come in, I'm like, hey Iceman, what's up, man? And he's like, did you see the clothesline I took? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I haven't seen you for like a month, bro. And he's like, Braun's debut back. So when he came back to Raw, the first clothesline that was taken in Raw from Braun Strowman's return was Iceman then too. And then he tried to get his revenge at SmackDown, so didn't pan out either way.
No, I sure didn't. Nah. Well, no, hey, it's Moses was in there too. Right. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Moses from WLW was in there too. And I was like, that guy looks familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But hey, but now I'm looking at a picture here, and we'll get to that here in a moment. But hey, guys, participation here tonight. We're going to open up the chat lines here in a while, and I'll post the number when we're ready. But here's our discussion topic here tonight. And since we're around this and everything, the event's been brought back here by NXT, and of course, it's a history with WCW. But what I want to know is, what is your favorite Halloween Havoc moment? What sticks out in your mind with all the history?
Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero.
So which? Oh, Guerrero and Chris Jericho.
No.
Oh, Dean Malenko.
No,
is there a Malenko?
No, what?
Oh, Mysterio. I'm sorry.
It was Mysterio and Eddie.
Mysterio and Eddie. That's right.
You made me question. It was Mysterio and Eddie when he had the full bodysuit, bro. That Seth copied for the I versus I match. Like, come on.
Yeah. I think you got to go back to the one that actually made it iconic, which was the Thunderdome match between Flair and Sting versus Terry Funk and the Great Muta.
Oh yes, that was
that was the Thunderdome cage match.
Wasn't there another one like Vader versus Mick Foley, if I remember right too? Right?
Vader versus Cactus Jack.
Yeah, Cactus Jack.
Yeah,
it was Cactus Jack. I'm pretty sure it was at Halloween Havoc, like way early.
Yeah, it was probably a couple years later than that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was great. Yeah, that's right. Because they were trying to use they had like a switch or whatever. They had a hot wire in the cage, and something caught on fire. And Muta had to use his mist to put the fire out. Good shout out, Michael Lilly. He had to use his mist to put out a fire that was on the cage.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be talking. Yeah, keep posting them here in the train.
Oh no!
Come on, now, that's horrible. I mean, it's a moment. I don't know how great of a moment it is, but it's a moment.
What, didn't Hulk Hogan come out once Halloween Havoc with like some dude, like big mummy dude, like? Rawr.
Oh, we're gonna get. That's probably one that's he may be in our list of the what were you thinking moments, and when we're talking about our characters here tonight, but the monster truck match, yeah. And then Hogan throw him over the edge or whatever. He killed the giant and came back to life.
It was so dumb.
Yeah, there you go, the Yeti. Yes. Oh yeah. And I saw a GIF the other day of the Yeti making the attack. I was like, it almost looked like he had to kind of pay like $5 to watch the short show or something.
And then here I was mad at WWE for doing that zombie match with Miz and Damian Priest.
Oh my lord. Yeah, that was. I already forgot about
That
all
was terrible way back then. I'm just saying, like, that's the equivalent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So we're going to before we get into our other stuff, let's go ahead and bring up our shows that's coming up for. Oh, we're doing this again, aren't we? Huh?
You might want to do the Facebook thing. Facebook people go to
Oh yeah.
StreamYard and get permission, or let them have permission to use your stuff off of another thing, aka We Talk Wrestling, because we're coming over from there. So greatly appreciate to do that.
Yeah, so
the tally.
StreamYard.com/Facebook. That's where you need to go.
Yeah.
All right. So I had to do the console TV treatment and give it an old kick. But a lot of stuff coming up this Saturday. With WLW in Troy, Missouri at the Harley Race Arena, where Trevor Murdoch is featured in the main event going against former WLW champion Moses. Of course, is just to the right, Mr. Murdoch. And yes, he was there on SmackDown last Friday. So yes, that face looks definitely familiar. Go to harleyrace.com for more ticket information. Bell time's at 7 and doors open at 6. And Trevor Murdoch, the world's heavyweight champion, will be there and in action. And IEW All Elite Wrestling against the odds. I think I was saying against all odds. I think I'm just a Phil Collins fan. I just keep thinking of his song. But anyway, but back to Granite City at the I believe it's the Granite City Elks Lodge. Go to Illinois Elite Wrestling.ticketleague.com for more information. Advance tickets $10 at the door, 12. Kids $5, 5 and under are free. And check it out November 5th, this Saturday. Also, New Breed Wrestling this coming Saturday, Fulton, Missouri. Here we go, the big suplexing for toys.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that name. Love it.
Yeah. A couple of our buddies on there. Let's see. The Iceman is there. Hopefully
Iceman is there. Fares
recovers from getting mauled by Braun again. And Curtis Wildfire will be there. Superstars Defender. And then, of course, Samoan strap match, last man standing match, just a bunch of good stuff. Your admission to get in is either an unopened toy or new clothes plus $2. So $2 plus either an unopened toy or clothes.
That's fair. It's very fair.
Very fair. Help out the needy.
I like it. Like what
Help
you're doing, New Breed. Keep it up, guys. And gals. Sorry.
Yeah, and gals, yeah. Next Saturday, November 12th. The following Saturday, November 12th, Watson, Illinois, Watson Civic Center for New Genesis Wrestling. Doors open at 6:30, bell time at 7, where Marcellus Knight will be defending his newly won heavyweight championship. And, of course, many others in action there. Go to newgenesiswrestling.com for more information on tickets, on how you can get those. $10 for adults, $5 for kids, 5 and under are free. And then a great card coming up. We may be talking more in detail about that card next week here on our show. And also November 12th, SICW presents their return to the East Carondelet. And 2 big matches here. Of course, the Tag Team Championship, Sean Minson and the Intern getting their shot against the champions of the Big Texan and the Night Train, Gary Jackson. And the main event, this is huge. This is where like all the gold is like in one match right here. So you have Bobby D, the Central States heavyweight champion, and also the winner of the Bruiser Brody Memorial Cup, facing and getting a shot at the Classic Champion Attila Khan. And it's only for the Classic Championship. Bobby D could be walking away with a very heavy bag.
Shining bright.
Could be. I mean,
Bobby D be like a diamond.
You have to get a suitcase with the rollers in the back and everything. So you never know.
Especially if Attila Khan fares like Sheik Prater did tonight, you know? Flash Flanagan hitting that over there on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Attila will be ready and he'll be in action and he'll be ready to go. So that's Saturday, November 12th. Reserve your seats at 618-286-4848. And also remember the TV taping of SICW All-Star Wrestling that you can attend on the following day, Sunday at noon. And this is a different poster now. This is for Saturday, November 19th for SICW at the Citizens Park in Belleville. And this is the fundraiser for the Little Devils Wrestling Club over in Belleville. And Bobby D will be facing Kowalski in a street fight. So that will be interesting. And who knows what goal Bobby will have there. He might have more at it. And will anything be put on the line? Nothing's been announced yet. But there we go. So make sure you get your tickets for that. And that's all the shows we have right now that's coming up there. And let me see if I... oh, my Lord. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Sean, it sucks. It should stay in Canada. There you go. Support indie wrestling. And Johnny Sway, thank you, sir. Thank you. Good to see you watching on here. And all right, so we've had a tie. Well, we just had a recent one that just here, but now this week, guys, it is time. Yes, for wrestling's gold meme.
I had to get in on the action. That's what it was. I had to bring my own.
Yeah, I mean, because that was there's just been a really good stuff here. And I was hoping that at least one I thought about doing one other, but I'm sticking with the one that I brought in that was posted in We Talk Wrestling here, and I'm hoping that the clarity of this is good, but let's see how good this is. Here we go. So this is, let me take the banner off so I'm not hiding everything. This is back in 2007 where Charlie Haas and was trying to find his way after the world's greatest tag team, and it was impersonating everybody's gimmicks.
Charlie was going hard then, and that stuff was gold.
Yeah, like Charlito, that was good. The great Charlie, that was good. MBC with Mattel Valtavius Porter impersonation, and then of course Haas Hogan. Stuff was gold. Stuff was good.
Dude, think about him and like Damien Sandow forming a tag team when Damien Sandow was doing it, and then he stopped on Miz and was just the what was it what'd they call him? The method actor that he was or whatever. I don't remember, but Mizdow was
oh yeah, Damien Mizdow.
Yeah, Damien Mizdow, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was good too. Man,
Charlie and him would been killing it together. I've always liked Charlie Haas, so
yeah. And good evening. Hopefully everybody is chiming in. Either if you're on We Talk Wrestling or any other page, make sure you visit StreamYard.com/Facebook. We'd love to see your names and greet you by name.
For sure.
It's been many, many weeks. StreamYard's being a butt, but what can I do about it?
I like their initiative. They're just screw it. We're going to boycott StreamYard.
Yeah. I like this one, but the one you threw at me last second here, Z, this is fun, especially after watching Friday Night SmackDown.
This is gold.
This is probably the gold.
I can't remember who posted
right
this,
here,
but
brother.
Somebody posted it in We Talk Wrestling. Let me go back and see here real quick. Let me see if I can find where's my Google thing. There it is, Facebook. Okay. But get the right, but feeling oozy.
Yeah, I love it. It's oozy, the coldest drink in town. Oh,
Tammy Owens.
Tammy Owens.
She's one of our. She found it on the internet there, but Tammy Owens gets the shout out from us here tonight because that. Oh my God, that's downright funny.
Oh my God, it is. Oh my God, when Because I know there was something, with his face on there. And there was all these memes, but then you sent me that one. I'm like, oh my god, that nails it right there. Oh my gosh! If you're not feeling oozy, grab yourself one of these big old drinks. You'll be feeling plenty oozy after that. Oh my gosh, that is
okay.
awesome.
So I'm gonna, before we get to the next topic, I want to bridge off just for a second. I know
Sure.
it's on. So I read an article. It's on We Talk Wrestling too, about how Sami Zayn is portrayed as a clown. He's just a clown in WWE. He's just a clown. He's had some like classics already within WWE. Back when Shinsuke Nakamura came in, and him and Shinsuke had that match in NXT that literally was one of the matches that put NXT on the map. It's why you talk about NXT now. Like, I know it's went through its teenage years and the flashy colors and stuff. Hopefully now it's back to a solid state. But if it wasn't for Sami Zayn through that era, like, NXT wouldn't be talked to. Look how far he's come now. He had one of the greatest comedic, and I get flack for this all the time because I am a comedy fan. So I love comedy wrestling, meeting wrestling. Like, I love the bridge between the two, and if it's done right, Santino Marella, Sami Zayn, and the way Sami is doing that, and then hopefully the big payoff when he wins, like the big one, like, oh my god, I cannot wait to see Sami Zayn be able to show his wrestling ability, because he's a double threat, man. The guy,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
the bloodline all together with him in it, it's gold. So sorry, Ruby.
no, that's good, because what he's doing right now is just like, man, it's just no one would have ever thought of that, and how he's pulling it off. I mean, it's just, and how he's interrupting when he's trying to ease the situation, how he interrupts and how the crowd reacts as soon as he starts in. The dude, it's you can't top it. And like I said, Corey, when they did that whole promo about him not being so oozy, Jay was trying.
Jay,
He was corpsing so bad, it was, you couldn't do it. And then he was corpsing to the point because Roman had to repeat what Sammy said, and he just couldn't. It's
I want to
kind of,
know if Solo broke. I want to know if Solo broke. That's all, because we didn't get to see Solo. And Sammy literally said in an article or a thing that he wants to see Solo break on TV.
yeah. Right now he's trying to impress, and I'm almost guarantee you though that the inside of his cheeks are probably hurting because he probably bit down so hard on the inside, trying not to grin. Probably that's the reason why he got by with that. But if you don't laugh at that, dude, there's something wrong with you. I'm just saying. That was just flat. That was just pure gold. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna jog out of that.
Oh, shit, kicked him. Sorry.
No good. Oh, another thing. Yeah, let's make this other quick. I'm looking down my my little sheet here, my little cheat sheet here, to make sure I didn't do a thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Yes. And you brought it in, and yeah, there was an announcement of this, dude.
Yes, huge news.
Huge news with this. I mean, we want to talk about the match of all matches when it comes to a Forbidden Door. This is it right here. This is it right here. Noah made the announcement on the 2023 New Year. The Great Muta getting one of his final wish matches. Not this final one, because his last one will be against Sting. But the Forbidden Door has been let down in WWE for Shinsuke Nakamura to wrestle.
Dude, this is crazy. And this just, like, on top, like, how mind-blowing this is, we still have a wrestler that's holding another company's title within WWE's roster. Like, so are we really seeing the chipped away door? Like, Triple H just like, hey, to play that game, like, this is going to be awesome.
Right. And man, it's I have got to find a way to get this, or at least to make sure that this match is at least watched. If I don't get to see it live, I get to see it on a replay or something. This right here, it should be If I'm not mistaken, it's overseas, right? I mean,
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not for sure. I know one of his matches are supposed to be over here. That they said.
yeah, but
Because he's the Great Muta. He's well traveled. Like I remember him in WCW. Like that dude was. He's NWO even. Like
yeah,
he,
yeah. The Great Mood
he's
is
NWO.
NWO.
Yeah, he's NWO, bro.
Yeah. So man, but what a big announcement for this. This ought to be, if they have this match in Japan, this will probably they need to have this in Japan if it's. I mean, I haven't gotten the details on where this actually is, but I hope it's in Japan because they will get
that match right there. Like, let's say if it's gonna be in the Tokyo Dome, okay.
Mhm.
Let's put in a picture. People are like, "Oh, wrestling." You know how wrestling is. One of the sickest group of people when they argue about like this company or these letters mean more. New Japan or Noah and them using the Tokyo Dome and stuff like that's our Madison Square Garden. Like,
Right.
that's how big that arena is. Like, yes, it might not be the big shiny stadium, but it still means so much. So
yeah. I mean, absolutely. So, but man, I'm excited to see something like that. And
I agree, Corey. 100%. It should be on the network. WWE would be smart as heck if they just had that one match, even the whole card. Actually, sure, just do the whole thing.
yeah, well, eventually, they always do. They put together. They do a collage, put together the best of, and if they don't do one of Muda when he's done with everything, they're missing out because he's got a lot. Him and Sting were when they battled in '89 back and forth for the TV title. They were battling over the TV title. I mean, that a TV title, one of the classic TV title feuds right there with Sting and Muta. Another one you could put Dusty and Tully or Dusty and Arn, and there's others with that. I mean, we're going old school with that, but that is that's definitely something with feuds back in those days. What a TV title, and that was like a low mid card title too.
Yeah,
the ranks. I mean, it wasn't like no mid Atlantic state championship or anything, but
the Great Muta would have been a brawling brute because he was putting out banger after banger after banger after banger. Shout out to Sheamus, by the way, he got married this weekend.
Yes,
I know he's not gonna watch, but hey, I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, he got married
over the week.
Yeah, he got his butt handed to him, and he had to go in. That dude bruises so easily, man. What do you think?
He's a pimp.
Hopefully, he didn't look so bad come his wedding day. So,
he's a pimp.
Yeah, he's all right though. But hey, man, we're getting ready here. I hope. Oh, what is that? What is that? It's time for we're gonna be talking about some of the freaks and the scary stars of professional wrestling here throughout the course. Oh yes, some so good they make you shake, and then some are so horrible you can make you want to leave. So here we go. We're going to be talking about our featured stars here. We're going to actually start off here with some tag teams here. We kind of want to dispute some guys that are really, really either scary in one way by the way they look or just the way they had their presence in the ring. That's how we're going to go about this. And how about we start off with the Powers of Pain? Man. Now, this photo here, of course, they were working as just a Warlord and Barbarian and Powers of Pain back in NWA. Then they came over to WWF. That is actually when they said that they were with the Baron at first, when they were faces, that was actually the legendary Baron von Raschke underneath that hood. So that was the Baron that's underneath there. Wow. And of course he was only with them for about a few months, but then when the Powers of Pain went bad or they turned, they actually they did that Survivor Series about a few months later after they debuted, and then they went with Mr. Fuji and went on
Yes.
there. So, but man,
And then they
these
became ruthless.
yeah, these guys here. I mean, just two big solid guys that they're almost comparable in height, almost comparable in weight. I mean, you see these guys in the back alley, you definitely want to turn around the other way, see if there's an escape, and that's all I can say about the Powers of Pain. They're very successful. I'm trying to even think if they even had tag team championships either in NWA or
I remember them about this much, to be honest with you.
yeah. Well, like I said the Warlord and the Barbarian, and of course
I know Barbarian and Ming or Haku when they were the faces of fear.
Yeah.
So like that's what I knew. Another
Yeah.
scary duo though. They didn't have on the list.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, but Ming will be featured later here though. But what
I saw
about
that.
yep. It's I keep forgetting I gotta do this. Yeah. But what about here with Demolition? Demolition. These guys now these guys could they
They scared me.
Yeah, well, yeah. Definitely something that you don't want to you don't want to bring home. You don't want to bring these guys home. I mean, if you're I don't know.
Get out of here.
I mean, I wouldn't even want to be with around these guys if they're mean. But I did get a chance to meet them though last year. In fact,
Yeah,
a
they
year
were
ago today. God.
I at the Spookery thing, SICW, right?
Yeah, that's yeah. And then
Spookery.
here they are
What
again.
the hell was that? What was that show called?
I think it was the
Spooktober. No,
or Spooktacular or something like that.
I can't remember.
I think it was a Spooktacular.
Great show.
Yeah, 11 legends on hand, and with these guys, multiple tag team champions. Was the
Rough
longest
shot.
reigning WWF tag champs, but
Them boys. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
but then New Day went ahead and think what is this? What is this? Disco Inferno scare.
Hey, there's nothing better than Disco Inferno and Alex, right?
Oh my god, they're yeah. I'll tell you what, Disco Inferno. Well, he was more of kind of a creepy type of thing, I guess. But no, Demolition definitely one of the toughest and one of the meanest. But
For sure.
when I'm thinking about the meanest and toughest, this is who I'm really. Oh nope.
No,
Was it that? Oh no, not that. Yeah, no. These guys,
that's funny because of their promo that killed them. A great. By the way, this is not my favorite incarnation of the Ascension. This
Right.
is not what the original Ascension was. The original Ascension was Connor and Bram or whatever his name was. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
It was
Bram?
yeah, Bram. I can't remember what his name in NXT was. And they had like this Lycan gimmick, man. Like Underworld. You ever seen the movie Underworld?
yeah,
So it was like that. It was like bright lights and on them and stuff, and it was just killer. Not that I did not love this Ascension, but that first rendition was just like really cool and ominous and creepy and weird and like had everything going, all the things are flowing, and then it just went, and then Vince had to go poop on the next picture that you were supposed to show.
right. Of course. Maybe is it this one? Yes.
That one, like they were the next Legion of Doom. No one could beat Legion of Doom, and that's coming from a guy that says the Brainbusters is the greatest tag team.
Yeah, totally not. I mean, yeah, those. But I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about guys here that are free. That are just.
These guys would scare you, man. You throw getting around the ring and stuff. Like, no, bad dudes.
I mean, you should see these guys hanging, banging the gym, boy. At least Hawk was, man. Hawk was he was a monster when he was in the gym, boy. He was at it, and I think didn't these guys start? I mean, I think they started a clothing line. Do you remember hearing something of Zuba?
What?
Was it Zubas?
Is that really their clothing line? Like, I
I thought it was. I have to do some research, but I know
I
that's
know-
all they wore all the time.
I know
was
that's
these
all they
Zumbas.
wore. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
These-
the pictures and stuff you see of them backstage and whatnot, like they're just in the Zumbos or whatever they're called, Zubers or
These wild colors of like some type of wicked stripes. They weren't leopard, they weren't tiger, but they were definitely something, or maybe they were probably zebra striped. Now that I think about it.
I have no idea. I thought they're goofy.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
But you talk about a team that's won NWA, WWF championships, they've
I won them
won.
all.
They've won them all, and I don't know. I think they were even IWGP tag champs also.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. So they've been around the world, and they've done it all. And these guys, and of course, Hawk was passed away back in 2003, and Animal was fortunately passed about a couple years ago. But these guys, boy, I'll tell you, just the toughest. There would never be another team like these guys, never. And it was kind of sad to try and see Heidenreich back in 05 trying to fill Hawk's shoes. It was kind of bad. What is this, Corey? The Kiss demon scared me when I was younger. Yeah, I didn't know what to think about a Kiss album too when I looked at the cover when I was a kid. So
No, he's talking about the demon or whatever. What's his name? The Kiss guy, and when he was him and Vampiro, wasn't it him and Vampiro? That tagged.
Oh, right, okay. Scared when I was younger. Yeah, I guess it's been some years ago. Of course, yeah. What is this? Is my what aces and eights scared you?
Dude, aces and eights don't get the respect they deserve. That was a great like great things happen there.
Yeah.
TNA every once in a while had a shiner.
Yeah. But we're gonna bring up another tag team, and
local boys.
Yeah, there's kind of segues into our local segment here, but some of the local guys that are around here, at least around the Midwest, the Posthumans, which is it Mozaku?
Yeah, Muzo. Oh, he just complimented me because I said it right. Muzoku.
Mozoku. Thank you. I know.
And Parasite.
I'm trying. Yeah, I know. And I know Parasite. At least going in today's pay-per-view, they were CHWA Tag Team Champions. Of course,
that is correct.
The picture there with their, but these guys, I mean, they're high flyers, but I mean, they're more kind of more of a freaky looking type of a tag team, and they're definitely got a different. They got a different psychology and more methodical. In a weird sense.
If they add their flying with their grappling, and once they get that game down on both sides, that's gonna be a tag team to be scared about because they're gonna come at you from like a high point and then boom right into a submission, and they're gonna get you because they're lanky. They're lanky guys, and being that creepy, you don't know, they might be slithering. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
they remind me of cockroaches in a good way. I mean that in a good way,
right?
Because they outlive anything.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even saying it in a bad way. I mean it in the endearing way. Like, those two are they'll take your breath away in more than one way, like creeping you out and then the high risk.
Right. So, I mean, no, these guys can move, trust me, and sometimes moving too fast could get you caught up. So, but like you said, they've got they still got quite a ways to go, man, but they're making their strides. And we're going to go to some other local flavors here. What about over the MMWA here? Let's talk about Cayman, who's their current heavyweight champion, and of course with Abigail here, who's been with them. Looks so young, but apparently is so old. Ringside manager. Cayman has had quite success here multiple times with MMWA champion. He's wrestled around here in the Midwest. He's even going into PWE, which apparently now who is a tag team champion over there.
Wow.
with the.
He's the reason I set a booth. Just saying. Not him particularly, but people like him, and you're gonna see others, and just a few. Like,
Yeah. So he came in as change the button. This is his recent look, and what a promo picture that is.
that is a good picture.
That is a wicked picture. And this guy, yeah, a squid face. I don't know. It's just, I'm still trying to understand the concept of that, but I guess kind of leaves you to the mystery and make your own conclusions with that. I'm assuming so. But still good stuff either way. And we just mentioned him, so let's do it again. So this is the Butcher, Damian Blade. Yes, he's been he's been on our show before, at least over a couple years ago. He's been doing his work more in MMWA and PWE, and also some of CHWA. And of course, like I said, he's a former MMWA champion from earlier this year. He's now he's a tag team champion in PWE, and he's continuing to do his craft. Now this guy here, this is almost kind of a creepy kind of persona here with this guy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to be nobody's skin.
I mean, if you've seen his promo videos, I mean, they tend to question, what exactly is he doing? What type of message is he sending? He's been around the business for a long time and changing his game, and he's changed his game on a few levels. So there you go. So what's up, man? And let's see who we got here. Oh yes, of course, the Brujo Shaman, which is a character that was developed in ACW and is still around, and probably maybe making appearances elsewhere. But this guy, a voodoo. We've seen some voodoo characters, but none really that's brought up around here that really takes the cake here recently. And this, this picture here is.
I'm not gonna see Sean, but that is I like that picture. Like, I would buy that poster right there.
Yeah, autographed and everything.
Yeah, that's a great horror, like scary fan. Like, you like those scary movies and stuff. That's a great one. Like, that's for all those peoples, the creeps, the ghouls, the goblins, right?
Yeah,
that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. I love the color and the smoke background and everything else. Make it some mystical, and so another voodoo man, the bones on the hat and everything. It's quite wicked, man. But yeah, definitely a guy I've been in the ring with. So let's talk about the Wild Man Beast here. He's been around for almost 35 years now. The Beast has, and he's
brutal.
Yeah, he's been all up and down the Midwest. He's been over in Puerto Rico. He started out around the Midwest here in Missouri and Illinois. He's worked his way to Iowa, Indiana, Wisconsin, and like I said, he's gone places. And he actually did make an announcement not too long ago that next August he'll be having his final match in the ring next August.
Oh,
so like I said, 35 years in an active career inside the ring. I mean, that's something.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome, Beast.
Yeah. So he will still be, he'll still be in some capacity inside the business, but he just won't be in the ring. So, so he was probably going to be doing something backstage. Some other executive position, maybe in some other promotions, but good to see something here with the Beast. Now, let's see, where are we at here? So we're going to move to some other personas here. We're going back to the 90s. So I want to classify more of 90s WWF. on some other stuff. We're going to hit on some of the bigger ones here later toward the end of the program, but let's move to this. So, Papa Shango. Now, this is a good one here. Of course, this portrayed by Charles Wright, who also was the Soul Taker in the old GWF days, right after in Dallas, right after USWA faded out. And he was doing his gimmick down there, and then WWF called him up here to do it here. And then, of course, that went for a little while, but didn't get so far over. And he feuded with the Warrior. Eventually came back as Kama the Fighting Machine about a couple years later, and then that was a big back dude. Feuded with Undertaker, and then of course, eventually becoming the Godfather.
His three personas don't get the respect they deserve.
Yeah, so I mean, so another good round of personas for Charles right here.
Oh yeah, great round. Like Papa Shango scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like, whoa.
What in the world is this? Can I trade Joker poster for Rick Rude poster? Do I have posters out? I don't know. I have to talk to my marketing team about that. And that'd be cool if I had posters out. I know one thing here. I mean, because I definitely would like to work on some merchandise here for the podcast, and we may have something. We'll probably be having something coming out here shortly. So I'm still working on it, though. Still working on it.
Nice.
Now, what about this guy here?
Nails.
I've been trying to do my research on Nails, and more of
he was in prison, dude. Come on.
Yeah, this is almost. The thing about this is that this was after, I believe, the time of going through the Jeffrey Dahmer trials, and this guy's got about the Jeffrey Dahmer hair, and man, just a mean looking dude. I wanted to do a little bit more research on him, but I know that he came right in. God, I think he was only around for like maybe a year, if that.
Yeah, he wasn't in long.
He was not in long. In fact, they tried to push him. They tried to give him a push, but it's just I don't think it was just really getting nowhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna get yeah, Booty Man. Yeah, yeah. That was one of Brutus Beefcake's WCW gimmicks, the Booty Man.
The Booty Man.
Yeah. There you go. Big Bossman put him in solitary confinement. Maybe it was, hopefully it was something. And
he stayed there.
And he stayed there. Don't you get out? Okay.
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 And then his brother Nathan Jones showed up.
Oh yeah.
This is regurgitated this.
Nathan Jones. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, I think that was probably his only notorious feud was him against the Boss Man. That was it. Oh my gosh.
Still wasn't Snitsky's fault. Hey, that was a great man.
Yeah, yes, Mr. You should get an honorary monster mention. Yes, you are a monster. Of what I'm not sure, but I'll just say it. Yeah, you're
Joker. Joker. Yeah,
Joker's a monster. Yeah,
he's a monster. He's a scary dude.
Well, yeah, if you make him mad, of course.
Yeah,
he's scary. But half the people you make mad, of course they're gonna get scary, man. Of course they are.
Well, his fist, man. His fist. They're big.
Now, what about this dude here, right here? Damian Demento.
So I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you posted this on here, I was like, dude, I laughed when I was a kid when I saw him. I was like, what is this?
I mean, with Damian Demento, he looked pretty mean. He looked there, but it just I just couldn't figure him out. This is more of kind of a freak of nature type of gimmick to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get what the hell. What is that like? saber teeth on fur that he's wearing. I mean, what the hell is that? I don't
He's a
get
caveman, man. I don't know what he was. I don't.
it.
It's like Abyss's manager, James Mitchell.
Yeah.
It's like James Mitchell's
Yeah, he's got the
oldest child.
James Mitchell brows. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And one guy I meant to put on our list here and was Abyss, but yeah, I don't know if I think I meant to put him on. I just forgot because it's kind of strange. I was like, man, we're some of the scariest guys or like weirdest guys, and there's like a big pool of guys that I just had drawn up, and I'm like, geez, that's a lot of people, man. I mean, is that all that wrestling is? A bunch of freaking freaks of nature or scary people or what? I mean, it makes me kind of feel good. I'm in this business, right? I mean, holy crap. As far as the freaking nature, no, I do not qualify. I don't qualify as a monster. I mean, if you're talking about looks, but hey,
Corey, you sit down and shh.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow is Halloween, so I guess I feel comfortable going outside finally. So, oh my gosh, we're moving on. Now, am I at the right?
I don't know if you're on the right thing.
Our next one here.
I know who's supposed to be
What
next.
in the world?
The Great Gonzalez. Or Guns.
Yeah, Giant right? Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I mean, what? This looks like
the bodysuit. The bodysuit.
This looks like Bigfoot was playing with the wall trimmer and lost. I mean,
oh, it's great.
I mean, this, as you can see, this is, oh God.
Oh,
yes,
it's so good.
I mean, my goodness. I mean, I was just kind of hoping, like, my God, it's like, he went from El Gigante to this. I mean, this poor guy.
Yeah, he could have been so fun.
Oh,
he could have been a fun big man.
Oh, but what can you do? I mean, Harvey Whippleman was his manager. And literally, I saw a house show while he was in WWF working Taker, and he threw one of the weakest chair shots I've ever seen by a big man ever. I mean, he literally came back with the chair, swung, stopped, and then tapped. And I was like, what was that? And of course, got called for the bell, but you lose by a weak chair shot. It was literally like a love tap. He is like, I think he was afraid it was going to hurt him, so he stopped.
You know himself. What? That needs to be a thing.
A love tap chair shot.
One wrestler somewhere out there, you need to just, that's how you go on. Like, you do just small chair shots. Like, I don't know. Keep going.
Hey, you know what? We've already got the Cassidy kicks. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Okay, you got one.
We already got the Cassidy kicks.
I love Orange Cassidy. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Pockets, and let's just start dribbling. That's all. That's what it looks
I want to see him give chair shots like that now. Just.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yes, became one of Undertaker's victims at WrestleMania. The only part that stands out from him is what I remember about him. Right?
Who? Who?
Yeah. WrestleMania 9 was when he wrestled them, and he actually Taker won by DQ because Giant Gonzalez used ether to put him out. Oh yeah. He should have just done the chair shot. It was just as bad. Oh my gosh. But now we go from one hairy creature to another. And guys, I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah. The great Minotaur.
I mean, what in God's name was WWE thinking back in 93, bringing in this guy here with This Mantar. I mean, my God. I mean, the look on this thing's face is priceless.
And the worst part is like when he takes the helmet off, it's just as big as him.
Yeah, exactly. Which is this guy.
that dude's neck was like this tall. Like it was so high above. Like, oh my god, it was dumb.
Oh my God. Yeah, but Mantar, I can't believe this guy made Raw. That's all.
He should have got a cannonball gimmick or something where he was like a human cannonball, and that's what he did. Like he's just Otis. That's all it is. Otis is just better.
But I'm sorry, but this is like, when I look at this here, when I go back, this was WWF's answer to Big Van Vader. Really? You make him wear a freaking damn bull? At least Vader's was cool. It was a ram and it shot smoke. This is just like you took off somebody's freaking hunting wall and now you're wearing it. I mean, it's horrible. Oh, with poor Mantar here. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I feel so bad, man.
Oh my God, he made an appearance on American Horror Story Coven. Okay,
that's only a reference that Tim gets.
Yeah, yeah. Because I sure as hell don't get it. But man, props. But look at this.
Yes, Isaac Yankem.
Yes, Isaac Yankem DDS. This is more of a freak than anything
I wish we could have got a full story that like the whole time Kane was just Isaac Yankem. Like
yeah.
Like it all just come back around where he was Isaac Yankem the whole time. He just became Kane. Dude, that would have been the greatest, creepiest little like thing ever.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, going back to Mantar with that, but at least he had some cool gimmicks before he came in. Even though he was Unabomb, over in the Smoky Mountain, and then you get to WF, and it's just kind of funny. You get the guy with the most gnarly teeth as a dentist. That's great.
It's a knee slapper. It's a knee slapper. I mean, if you want to go that way, Hugh Morris.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh God.
You gotta win arguments that way, man.
Yeah. And the Christmas creature. Yes, I know the Christmas creature. Yes. Yeah, that's it.
We get it, the Christmas creature.
Yeah. I like the creature better, but we'll go with creature. Okay, just kidding.
We love you.
Yeah.
We love you, Tim.
So oh no, we got one more.
We got one more.
90s we're going to
the greatest, the best.
Look at that.
The vampire himself, Gangrel.
Yeah, no.
The bird was the shit, dude. I used to walk to school. I kid you not. I went to a Catholic school, right? I was always in like proper dress, clean, crisp, and I'm listening to Gangrel's Brood music as I walk to school, just getting all pumped up, like, yeah. No lie.
Oh my. Well, Gangrel was often a leader of the Brood, of course, bringing in Edge and Christian that actually had more successful careers than this guy. I mean, as far as like notable in WWE and all the major talents, but I mean, Gangrel did go off and did other promotions, bookings for there, but he but no,
he could have been amazing if it wasn't for some backstage stuff.
Yeah,
he's learned about, like, Gangrel is the bomb, underrated, very much so.
I remember when Survivor Series was in town here in '98. I was around the Marriott in the restaurant, the group of friends eating, and I know I saw him and Luna there eating because they were together at the time, and Steve Blackman was also there, and I'm like, but we didn't bother him. Of course, you just don't bother a superstar while they're eating, so
or peeing.
But we're just trying to see, kind of see who was going through the pike there at that time, and Gangrel was there, but no, he was pretty cool. The guy, he was pretty friendly. But like I said, I was going to bug these guys during the meal. I don't do that. So, because I don't know. Because you kind of rolled your dice. You kind of had to roll the dice back then because you didn't know who was cool. You didn't know who was what. I knew Austin was going to be cool. How you get a chance to see him till, I think like 4 months later when they came back for a house show. And I saw him back in the bar of that same restaurant. So it was cool to see Austin there too. So, but no, Gangrel though. Talk about a freak. But I mean, just kind of cool the way that he did his persona. And gonna move on here to still in the 90s, but we're gonna flip the coin here. We're gonna go over to WCW and see how great theirs is.
You're starting off with like the worst. And there's a great wrestler underneath of it too. That's the bad thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, he was Big Bubba and down in Mid-South. For Lance Russell and CWA and the Jarretts. Then he went up as Tugboat, and then he left WWF for this. Shockmaster. And if it wasn't for nobody telling him that there was a 2x4 where he tripped, he probably would have. He probably could have made it work. But no one told him, and he just went bowling right through, and he tripped over that 2x4 that was bracing that wall that he went through.
I don't know. Like, it still might have failed.
It still might have failed?
Like, the shock, man. Like, I don't know. I would have just thought of the Kool-Aid man. Like Tim saying, it would have just been funny. Maybe like, oh, yeah. I don't know why I went rope. I didn't know why I went Rocky coming through there as the freaking Kool-Aid man.
Oh, but the Shockmaster was so short-lived. This is kind of a flop of a like what the hell were they thinking type of deals, but I love how the voice was still going over the pin, and he was still trying to find his helmet to put it on, so that was gold. So what do you do? What do you do?
They just glittered a stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah,
that's all they did. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like somebody bedazzled the stormtrooper helmet. That's basically what it looks like. Dipped it in glitter. And that's what you got. Oh shoot. Now here we go.
Yes.
There we go. The Dungeon of Doom. And there were many members of the Dungeon of Doom. Ones that are not pictured here are Ming. And of course the Giant.
The greatest.
And then of course we've got
you missed the Mummy.
Oh yeah, that's another. Yeah, I think
and then
I got him coming up.
Somebody
soon.
up here earlier said, "Where'd it go?"
Yeah, while you're looking, of course, you got the Shark Attack. Yeah, since Kevin Sullivan was a bit crazy, just a bit crazy, just a bit.
Just a bit.
That man is in another element. He even when you don't even need to have a wrestling ring around, he's a different element. But I guess that's what makes him unique.
Shark Attack, Zodiac,
and Kamala,
and then
for the life of me, I don't know who the old dusty old dude here is with the goatee.
Who's the raisin?
Who's the raisin? What?
That's what he looks like. He looks like a little troll raisin.
Troll raisin. Now with the Dungeon of Doom, it was these guys were kind of, in their one word to describe them. I don't know.
Odd.
It was odd. It was strange. It was. I mean,
it was weird, creepy.
Yeah, it was Big Show, of course. Yeah, like you said, the Giant was part of it.
This is the Giant, yep.
Right.
He was brought in as the Giant through them, wasn't it?
I think, yeah.
I just thought mistaken because it was supposed to be like Hulk Hogan's like kryptonite or whatever.
Right. And that, Giant was supposedly Andre's son. Of course, had nothing
Yep.
to do with it. But what do you do with something like that?
It's wrestling, man.
Yeah. So here's the other guy.
Yeah, Yeti.
There you go.
He
The
like does
Yeti.
that weird hug thing.
Oh yeah. Let me get your arms. Let me just shake you like this. Oh my gosh. Which eventually come to find out that this was eventually Reese from the flock. That
Really?
was yeah. So
Wow.
this was Reese from the flock. They actually once they unraveled all of this, and so he was Reese was in the flock. At least that's what I'm hearing reports and seeing reports of that this was. So Yeti, I don't know. This was a little odd here. So
Yeah.
to say the least. Uh, do I have another one? Oh,
Mortis. He
yeah.
was in the flock too.
Yeah. Mortis was in the flock?
Not Mortis
Canyon.
himself.
Right. Yeah. I was like, what? No.
Not Mortis himself, but Mortis was the shit, dude.
Yeah. Then of course another James Mitchell was his manager here too.
Yep. The great James Mitchell.
Yeah. Or was he more go by Sinister Minister at the time or just James Mitchell? I couldn't remember.
I thought I don't know.
But this, I mean, just the way that King moved, and the way that this character was dressed as, and the way that he moved. I mean, this guy was,
Vastly ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was moving really good for a guy his size, and just really
one of the best.
Yeah, one of the best, and definitely gone too soon. And yeah, definitely not too scary, but definitely mystified here, and his talent spoke wonders in the ring. That's for certain. What about this guy with Vampiro?
Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, Vampiro. Man, with this guy, boy, I'll tell you, I think it was more hardcore than any one of the guys that WCW had.
His matches with Sting were some of the best things at that time. Like, because WCW really fell off after the finger poke of doom and everything, and Vampiro was one of the shining lights for me. His match feuding with Sting through the graveyard match and stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Vampiro has some great ones, and at least one of the better gimmicks from the last stages of WCW.
Yes.
So, because a lot of it in the last stages of WCW was just horrible.
That was he was doing that, wasn't he, in AAA before he came over? I think it was AAA.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
I think
it was.
If I'm not mistaken, he brought just basically what he was doing at AAA over to WCW.
Yeah. Yeah, so Vampiro, Vampiro was a, I didn't know where he came from at first until when I did my research, showing that he was from AAA. A lot of these guys were coming over from Mexico and all that around 97, 98, both to WCW and WWF at the time. And
we're walking right through AAA.
Yeah.
Because like AAA, New Japan, WWE, like they've been going for a while now. Those three have always been like the consistent three. I mean, you can even say CMLL.
Yeah.
Still, they were holding on there for a while.
Yeah. But let's talk about another, what the hell were they thinking, gimmick here?
7.
I mean,
you know what? Out of respect to the man underneath the mask, I will not talk about this gimmick.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, they put him under the bus with this one, seriously. With the vignettes that they made, I mean, looking through the window at little kids and everything else, I mean, he had every right to just appear here and just go off. I mean, he wasn't going to have none of it. And bravo to him, because I don't know who was writing at this time for this. I don't know if it was Ed Ferreira at this time, but this was part of his idea. But it was horrible.
It was trash.
It
Terrible.
was bad. And if you're going to appeal to a younger audience, this is not the gimmick to do it with. Far from it. This is something you stay away from with this 7 gimmick. It was pretty bad, but thank God that this was short-lived and killed off immediately by Dustin Rhodes, and major props to him for doing that.
Then we got the greatness that was Goldust.
Yes, Goldust, and definitely nothing wrong with the natural either. So,
facts. But I'm just saying, you forgot him up in the the WWF section of this thing. I'm just saying.
well, yeah, I guess if you want to talk about a freak of nature, yeah,
The Bazaar, bro. The Bazaar. Goldust was like great mind right there. Great mind right there.
Yeah, Goldust was definitely a bizarre character. That's for certain. But we're gonna move into the 2000s here, and more of. We're gonna start off with the reboot of ECW. First off,
Loved Kevin Thorne.
Kevin Thorne was awesome. Now, Kevin Thorne, whenever after he was let go.
Not. Keep going. Sorry.
Oh, are you hearing voices too? Maybe
No. He was also Kevin Thorne was also
Mordecai.
Mordecai. Thank you. I'm like it's right there, but I cannot get it to freaking come out of the lips. Yeah, he was Mordecai too. Another great gimmick that I wish that could have stayed. Okay, but Kevin Thorne was the bomb. I loved Kevin Thorne in ECW. WWE ECW.
Right. Yeah, he was awesome with that. Now as far as what I don't have pictured here is Ariel. Now I guess they weren't really trying to go goth or like any type of like medieval with this gimmick, but apparently it ended up ending that way.
Yeah, it kind of migrated that way.
Yeah, and so I don't know exactly what caused them. But I'm sorry, but with the way they had dressed and everything else, I would have not have mistaken them as bikers. It would have been something different, like what like we saw. So, but Kevin Thorne was great talent. So, Alan,
yeah, Kevin Thorne was the shit.
Yeah, Kevin Thorne was good. Now, here's what is not good. When ECW came back as a TV show after their 2006 One Night Stand pay-per-view, after Rob Van Dam won the title, they had their first show on Sci-Fi, and this is the guy that they had in the first match right here.
I want brains.
Yeah. In fact, you want to hear the promo from this?
That's riveting right there. What the hell is this?
That's riveting right there.
This is laughable. What the hell is that? Alrighty then.
That was the actual promo before Sammy came out and just whacked the hell out of him.
That's terrible.
Now the story behind this is that the guy that did the zombie was actually doing main event TV tapings, the main event TV show, like the day before, under the name Tim Marson, and after he did this, WWE didn't want nothing else more to do with him. He actually tried. Now, the reason that this came about apparently is when they went on Sci-Fi, Sci-Fi wanted an actual Sci-Fi character on the ECW roster, or at least on their show, or somebody that's kind of a goth or like kind of a Sci-Fi nature. and they wanted Undertaker, and of course that was not going to happen. So they had to make up somebody else. And apparently, from what I hear in the rumor mill, is that they actually had a guy that was supposed to be an alien. So Sandman was supposed to face an alien instead. That was in the original plan, but the guy backed out. And so Tim Morrison here was thrown in with this horrible gimmick and did the job for the Sandman, and that was it. That's all you heard of the zombie.
Dear Lord, I would have rather have the alien. They could have just kept with the alien story.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think they actually had like a fitted alien costume for the guy that he was going to fit, so nobody else was going to fit into it apparently, and so this is what they had to go with the zombie. Unfortunately, the guy portraying this character, he did try to reboot it in some independent shows for whatever reason.
Really?
Because he thought that's what made him, but didn't really carry well. And back in 2015, he did pass away. And
oh, damn.
And as far as how he passed was not released. So I can only assume the worst. That's not natural causes, but you can assume. Of course, we know what you do when you assume. So, but
makes an ass out of
you and me. Everybody now. So the next one here. Here we go with the Boogeyman. Now
I'm coming to get you. I'm the Boogeyman.
This guy here, man,
amazing.
He's still doing the gimmick today.
Amazing. He's under WWE roster. I mean, he's under WWE contract.
Yeah. Well, he made a
still's a legend.
Yeah. I don't know. At least he worked it out. But I know earlier this year, like in the summer, I forgot where he appeared, but he did appear. And he actually did bring the worms in the ring with whoever he faced. And so he's still doing the worm bit and everything. It's quite gross. I don't like it.
I mean, if he likes him, let him go.
Well, of course he likes them. I mean, heck, you gotta have a taste and delicacy for those worms, but I sure as hell didn't like them. Dude, who eats worms anyway? You put them on not me, that guy. Or
hey, the Boogeyman was cool, except like the one thing I hated that he did, and especially WWE, was when he ate Jillian Garcia's like plastic fucking mole thing on her face. Which, may I add, I hated that stuff in the whole butt.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! I totally forgot about that until just now. Thanks. Oh, yeah. That was dude. I so dry heaved over that. That was not even funny.
It was so dumb.
Oh, it was just. I knew it was fake, but it's like.
The idea and premise behind it is fucking nasty.
That was like, Oh my God. So Boogeyman was on Tough Enough, the guy who played him, and he got kicked off for lying about his age. But he still went under WWE contract. So I guess it all worked out in the end, I guess.
Hey, he's still there.
Yeah, what do you do? Hey. Okay, well.
There's action figures of him.
Yeah, can you imagine? This man has got a win over Booker T at a WrestleMania. So it's like...
This is true.
Oh, my God.
This is true.
And he kissed Sharmell with a mouthful of worms, too. God. I was saying the man gives you the ooh-boo-jeebies, boy. Ooh.
Now you have to listen to the atrocity that is Booker T on commentary in NXT.
Oh, yeah. I got a clip of that, too. No, I don't.
That was your shucky ducky quack quack moment of the night.
Hey, it's close enough, but hey,
his content's scary.
Now here we go.
The Fiend Bray Wyatt.
This is what.
Can we just say Bray Wyatt as a whole?
yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, you can because when he with the Wyatt family, I mean, he brought Mystique, just as Bray Wyatt when with the lantern and calling for Abigail and then going into the Fiend and now coming back out now recently
I'm
trying to
I'm
fight his demons.
I am loving this like storytelling that he is doing.
I mean, Bray Wyatt. I mean, right now they're doing they're doing something good.
If there's not one person on this, like I never thought you'd have, because our next two guests, not guests, but conversations are going to be, the great ones, the great two.
Right.
But for a guy like him to be able to take over and like not even take over really, he's really making his own mantle on that spooky level as the other two do. I don't even think like there's no passing the torch thing. Like he's making his own path, and it's respectable and it's great. And I can't wait to see this whole character develop.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has me intrigued. It has me wanting to know where did they go from now? And
I'm hoping Bo's uncle.
right. And please, for those who do those, because sometimes I know people that do, but as far as like spoilers for storylines, don't even try for this one. Just let it happen.
Oh no, let it go.
Let it go, man.
Like Bray deserves to just tell us the story and us being not disconnected from it, but connected to it like he has us with the QR codes. Like everything they're doing with this, like spot on. Keep it up, guys.
Yeah. And what was Dustin that was down at the SmackDown taping when he actually took video of everybody in the arena that had their flashlights on their phones. Everybody just about in that arena was filled. I mean, that man,
it's a testament to Bray Wyatt, because like there's guys within We Talk Wrestling. Okay, there's guys, I'm gonna maybe call one of them out on it, but like he always would make jokes about, okay, no, Rick Goodwin. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna put Rick on the spot because I like him. Rick Goodwin, in all this Hulk Hogan love, would always put down Bray Wyatt. Like not put down, but here's like when people would be like the codes coming out and stuff, like, and people were getting hyped about it, and they're like, it's Bray, and everybody's trying to put the dots together and stuff, and like everybody's having a blast doing it. Like that's what Bray Wyatt brings to wrestling again. He brings that enjoyment. He makes me want to watch again. You should be eating at his feet and just watching what happens because of the fact that he's bringing enjoyment back to wrestling. I can't wait to see him and Roman finally lock horns and hopefully give us a banger.
Oh man, yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see where he targets.
I want to know, man. I want to know who's he going for.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out soon, but we're getting. Like we're saving the good ones here for the end, and like I said, Bray is one he's gone through a few already, and I hope they do. I hope he tells the story well. I hope it's going to be one of the best stories that WWE's had in a long time. So,
or it's me, Hornswoggle's the GM.
So here we go.
Yes.
The Big Red Machine version of Kane. This is when the demented dentist gimmick failed. You went back to the drawing board, came back with the new Diesel, back to the drawing board, and here you go. Glenn Jacobs, basic trademark character that made him what he is, and a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, what can you say? A big scary monster, the man who was basically a big pyromaniac.
I remember getting to sit ringside for the first time during a Kane entrance and the flames and stuff. Holy cow, was it so hot, dude. So
Were you
hot.
actually there at the Inferno match?
Uh,
Oh, maybe.
No.
Oh, okay. No, it
this
was
was
probably-
later on. This is later
Oh,
on.
okay.
Like,
This is when he was doing the whole,
this was this was much later.
fire
I
from the
think
post.
when
when
I
he did
finally
his
got to
entrance.
meet Kane, when I met Kane, he just lost his mask from RVD. I didn't meet him, but like I got to see him
Right.
in the arena was when he lost his mask, and I went with some buddies and stuff.
Oh, right. Well, no, he.
And the only time I got to see Taker, which sucks, was at a house show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was actually at the time it was the Keel Center, but I was at the first Bad Blood. I was at the Bad
Really?
Blood pay-per-view for the first Hell in a Cell match ever. Yes,
Oh,
I was
nice.
actually in attendance.
When
So
then
I saw that.
the ring got open, when he takes the door off and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, I was
fuck!
In fact, I
I
know
don't
the
like you now.
backstory.
I'm just kidding.
There is an infamous backstory to this with our late, great, beloved, dear friend Marcus Mansfield, who was actually this man's best friend right here, and they almost did not make it to the Keel. Let's just say when they were on their way there.
Really?
Yeah. And it was Marcus's car's fault that almost got him in trouble.
Oh shit!
So
We
they
almost didn't see Kane.
yeah, because well, let's just say he was up around the Bowling Green area of not too far away from Hannibal, Missouri. Because around that area,
Damn.
yeah, Louisiana.
Well,
Missouri.
he's from that area, so
Yeah. So he was, there to see family, and they were like, okay, we're going to head on down to the Keel now. And sure enough, the car craps out. So
he played basketball at QU here in Quincy.
Yeah.
For a year.
Right.
So.
You mean at the same Pepsi arena that they have there?
Yes. Well, I don't know. It's not the same one because it's been redone, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, of course, but but yeah, that same one.
Same one.
Well, now, but we'll we saved the best for last, my friend, and there's
the great one. There's no better.
No better than this right here. The
But yeah, I saw his entrance at a damn house show. Not that I mean, at least I got to see Taker, I guess. And it was the American Badass still.
Yeah. Oh, you had the American Badass.
Yeah. I mean, it was still Taker. It was still pretty cool. He rode out on his motorcycle still.
Yeah, I was able to see Taker. I mean, obviously, I saw his entrance at Hell in a Cell. I'm trying to think when else I saw him too. I may have saw him in a house show in the 90s. After he came back, we were still under the guidance of Paul Bearer and everything. I think I saw him there too. And then, of course, he came back in 2004 when he came back to the Dead Man gimmick, or the Phenom gimmick. He was there at a house show, and I was actually second row, ringside, right next to the entrance rail. And so I saw everybody close by as they were coming in. I was actually, I think I was the closest I've ever been to. It was a SmackDown house show, and I saw Taker. And God, I forgot. How can I forget who was facing too, man? I forgot who. I think it was Bubba Ray Dudley. I think it was.
Oh, that'd been a fun match to actually watch.
Yeah, this was all before. This is right before, about a month before the Great American Bash and all that, where Taker faced the Dudley Boys in a handicap, and then he put Paul Bearer in a big old block of cement.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I forgot about that match.
Yeah. So it was him and oh yeah, that's right. Because Devon tried to interfere too, and he cut him off. So it was him and Bubba Ray. So, oh yeah, this was Corey. You're talking about the Elimination Chamber 2010. Yes, where
he caught on fire.
Man.
I was supposed to be there.
Yeah, this is where the Pyro Man was not even in the building when the match ended. So because Taker was going to look for him and have him for a full course meal, if you know what I mean. well, soup bowl is coming his way. You know what I'm saying? He was mad, and I felt so bad because I saw that live on pay-per-view at the time. You know, because now it's a premium live event.
It's still pay-per-view. Stop saying that.
So you know, they're gonna label it whatever. But man, I saw that too, and he hustled. I've never seen a man hustle so down into the ring before. They had to keep feeding him water through his pod because he was engulfed in those flames and he was burning up. He cinched up so bad, and you could tell he was just squatting he was in the squat position the entire time, just trying to keep calm about trying to get in there. But man,
I mean, his professionalism in that point is beyond crazy. Like, and he completed the match. Like, he went the full hour that he was supposed to be in the ring.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think his pod was the last to open, but
yeah,
still, and he still stayed through, and because, Sean came in, of course, toward the end, and screwed him at the end, and Jericho, I think, still won the match, still came away with the world title, or he won the world title. I forgot if Taker was a defending world champion at that time or not.
I don't remember.
I can remember too, but I think he did have a title at one point, and I think he was the world champion at that point.
I want to say he was,
and I think Jericho took it that night too, because then Jericho went and faced Edge at Mania that year, and then Jericho won. So, but man, well, I mean, what is this guy? I mean, when he came in, he just scared the fear out of kids when he first came in back in 1990. Kids did not even want to be around this dude because he was so dark. I
mean, it was freaky, man.
Yeah, a 6'8" guy that's in a trench coat and hiding his eyes and looking down at you and not even smiling, just smirking at you. So no kid wants to be around that. So, but I mean, he's just gone to do so many things. 30 years as Undertaker, and then some, and of course, getting into the WWE Hall of Fame earlier this year. So
he's one of the greats, one of the greatest. Surpasses the business
by far out of the freaks and the weirdos and the most scariest of all gimmicks and characters. This guy tops them all.
For sure.
I will still say to this day, the guy with the best ring entrance ever. The way that they have, dude. I'm sorry. When you go dark and you start seeing these lightning bolts going across the sky, you see the smoke, you see the lights, you see them come approaching the ring. You got to think of a methodical way of when you approach the ring.
I'm feeling you, but glass shatters, Stone Cold walks out, the sheet falls, lights, flashes,
yeah.
That's a tough one, bro.
It is. I mean, it is. Taker's been doing it for quite a long time. I understand. I mean, Stone Cold will get that pop. It's all depends. It's a different type of pop, though.
When you're talking the atmosphere style, I'll give you Taker's.
Yeah.
But greatest entrance, that's heavy, dude. Because I mean.
Yeah, no, I still take it over Austin's because there's a method. It's methodical. It's the way to get into your opponent's heads.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't know, that adrenaline pump of Austin's or my personal favorite entrance is The Rock's when he was Hollywood Rock, and it was the helicopter slowly coming in, and then the cooking, that one, and then it's like boom, 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 boom.
Oh my gosh. And
That was the best.
oh yeah, and shout
And
out
then
to
Rock comes out. Yeah.
and shout out to Ava Rain finally making the NXT TV now.
Yes. Yes. And a creepy group of her own.
And,
Schism.
I don't know. It looked like she was kind of lost out there for the way. I mean, just the way that her facial expressions. I don't think they got a really good one when they when they took that picture.
We'll see. We'll see.
They're already putting feeds out there. It's like, yep, I definitely see the Rock in her, and they're putting Rock's face on her.
Poor girl.
Just taking out the face and putting Rock's face on her.
Poor girl.
I know. Already being picked on, man. Already being picked on. So shoot, man. Shoot, but that's all the guys we have. But man, we went through quite a bit. But we're talking about WWE with our last one. But what about are you? This coming weekend, there's a lot going on with a lot of local stuff here, and I'm going to try. But remember, this Saturday morning, that's when Crown Jewel is going to be airing on Peacock. I haven't really seen much of the card, but I mean, they're going to put on a show. I mean,
much of a card. Oh, the card looks amazing.
Well, I'm just waiting to see how long it's going to take Roman to wipe the mat with Logan Paul. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Roman versus Logan Paul. We're getting what? Omos versus Braun Strowman. I'm excited for an Omos match. Oh my god!
You're what?
Yes, I want to see what Braun and him do. Like,
what
is this what we're gonna see? Like, come on, that's gonna be fun. Braun's gonna be able to do something with him. We'll see something.
So all right. So you're giving this guy another shot again. All right, and I'm gonna look at it with an open mind, without saying Jesus or oh my god
okay.
or nothing.
So the way they've been like rebuilding him, and with MVP, I'm kind of digging it. Like we're on to something here. I'm just saying it's flowing. Omos as a giant still has not sold me. I will say that. I'm hoping Braun can be the guy that helping.
Well,
I can't even remember the rest of the card now.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember much of it either. But with that, so I'll just put this question up here. WWE Crown Jewel. What are you looking forward to? So,
ooh, look, I like it.
Yeah, I like it myself. I just kind of wish I knew what was going on as far as.
I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Yeah, I think so. You would think the one.
Crown Jewel.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Crown Jewel will be on Saturday, November 5th.
Thank you.
Oh, what about this? Yes, the OC versus Judgment Day. That's
gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be a fun one. A 6-man tag there. Oh yeah, right. Lesnar versus Lashley.
Gonna be a great match, dude. This is a good card. Like, they have a good card.
Definitely better than Braun versus Omos. I'm just saying. I mean, but
Oh wait, that's last year's card. We don't want last year's card.
Dude, what about this? Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in the steel cage.
Steel cage.
Yes. And the Brawling Brutes are getting their shot at the Usos.
Yeah, I told you it's gonna be a good card. Like, it's a good card.
I like how this is put here. Bayley versus Bianca. Wait a minute, hold on. Bayley. Okay, so when did Bayley win the Raw Championship?
She's not. Bianca's still the champion.
Okay, they put Bayley as champion here, so apparently that's a typo. But it's Bayley versus Bianca Belair in the last man standing match.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you have Seth versus Mustafa Ali, which is gonna be a dope match.
Oh well, no, it's a they're putting it as a 4-way dance.
What is?
Seth defending against Mustafa Ali, Matt Riddle, and Elias.
What? Did it get changed?
I think it did. Yeah. This was as of Friday.
Well, that's kicking.
Yeah, so they put it at a 4-way dance.
And then you get Rey Mysterio versus Gunther for the IC title.
I think that's gonna be on SmackDown next week.
No, it's supposed to be a crown jewel.
I'm not seeing it. Let me look again. I would hope it would be. They got a whole bunch of championship matches in here though, but it's oh no, that's a prediction. That's a prediction.
Am I looking at the wrong card?
Of that US title. So it hasn't not been booked here. Hasn't been officially been booked. But yeah, let me just.
I swore I saw that they were talking about that.
Yeah, so they were talking about it, but Mustafa Ali is definitely getting a shot. So let me see if there's anything that I could search for on here. Just real quick.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
And that's I don't know if they actually put that in here.
I'm pumped for Gunther and Ray versus so.
Yeah, so it will be on SmackDown next week. Okay. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah. So it's next week on SmackDown. So yeah, so last woman's so WWE has a right with Bayley and Bianca Belair as the last woman standing. So
that match is gonna be awesome. I hope so.
I was gonna honestly, I really look forward to Lashley and Lesnar. That's what I really.
Oh yeah, the match is gonna be, dude. That match at Royal Rumble, I was there, and it was fucking awesome, dude.
I'm excited to see the OC back. To be honest,
I love OC being back.
I mean, that's some good stuff there.
But I'm always been a Luke Gallows fan, so.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, I'm excited for the Brawling Brutes and the Usos again, and I'm also looking forward to it. I think Drew and Karrion are gonna tear it down in a steel cage. I mean, that's good stuff. If anything else, I mean, you know what the predicted build. You know what the predicted match is going to be because you know Logan Paul is not going to win the WWE Universal Championship.
Do you think it'd be a David Arquette moment if it happened? Do you think it'd be a David Arquette moment if it happened?
Oh my God. No, really. Think of it this way, okay?
Do you think it'd be a David Arquette moment?
I swear to God, if it happens, I'm turning the pay-per-view off and I'm not watching TV for another 2 days after that. Because I do not want to even look. I do not want to look at WWE's Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, top 10, whatever. I do not want to deal with WWE if they do that because they have built him so long for this point. If they throw everything on Logan Paul, I will flip it. Dude, I will flip this table as I speak right now if they put it on Logan Paul. I swear to God, I don't care. I will flip this table. I don't care.
It would be, oh my God. It'd be a moment.
Oh, it'd be a moment, all right. And man, can you imagine the Twitters, the Twitter hits that they would be hitting on right now?
They would break the internet.
Oh my God, it would literally break their pages for sure. And they've also you might get calls Monday morning to Stanford, like, what in the world?
We'll see, man. I'm excited to see it.
Nah, seriously though. I think it's gonna be a good pay-per-view. If you got a chance to watch it, if not, you can always catch the replay. Trust me, you won't miss much. If you have a nice day to spend with the family, don't waste it sitting inside waiting. I gotta see if Logan Paul's gonna win this championship. No, just wait.
Oh no, I'm watching.
Yeah.
Fuck the kid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Who knows, man? I may be taking. Finally, I'll take the Saturday to myself, and I may end up just strolling down to Granite City to see the card for IEW if I get a chance. You know,
I will unfortunately not be there because I am boycotting Granite Shitty.
Granite City. Well, there's some other places that smell worse than that place over in Illinois. Trust me, I've been through it. It's and ironically, it's nearby the strip clubs too. So it's
See, not a wholesome town.
Or, I will say no. It's usually by Granite City kind of smells too because if you're not used to the steel being made and everything else because it's a steel city. Sauget is kind of that way too. But then they have a whole bunch of stagnant water over there.
Their water tastes like crap.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Hello, Flint, Michigan. Have you been there? That's even worse, my friend. That's from what I'm hearing. So, oh my gosh, we've gone on for quite a while, but I'm looking forward just to this weekend, just getting through this week. Oh, for those who have little ones, young ones, whatever, make sure you take good care of your youngsters tomorrow. Check through their candy, no matter if it's
check for the free drugs.
Yeah, yeah, check for free drugs,
dude. Okay, so let's be honest. Let's be real here. I agree. Check the candy still, but what person is giving out free drugs? That's always been one of the things. Check for the drugs, the hidden drugs in the candy of the kids. No one is giving drugs out to the kids. You're a terrible parent. That's what it is. If you're going to where the drugs are getting turned out, you're a terrible parent.
Right. Trust me, the Tic Tacs are only coming in sealed packages. They're not just Tic Tacs. If it's a small white pill, just throw it away. Don't even worry about it. You can catch a mint in the store. It's not a big deal. So. No, but definitely look through the candy. In fact, like I said, I was actually out this evening taking out the young one to a trunk or treat that actually happened. You would have liked it, Z. It was a heroes and villains themed trunk or treat.
Nice.
It took about an hour and a half to get through all of it. So
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half because because of the crowds and there were so many displays and trunks.
I can't do I would be going crazy mentally. I stay home now. My wife doesn't make me go out. I'll be home, passing out candy, because too many people in the streets. I just messes with my head.
Yeah, I get it. And on my streets here, the lots are too. Here, look at me bragging. The lots are too large, and there's not enough kids here. And I'll keep the lights off, and the wife's going to be taking out the young one again. So while I'm out working, so it's all right. I did my duty. At least I'm.
Hey, you went trick or treating with her?
Yeah. So I did my due diligence tonight. So tomorrow is all on the wife. So, hey, it's all good. It's all good. But hopefully, oh yeah. What do your young ones have any costumes ready to go?
Actually, so unfortunately, since the hypocrites at Illinois Elite Wrestling wouldn't let me win because I actually won the costume contest when I was Kevin the Minion, I lost to my youngest son, who is Gecko from PJ Maxx. My oldest son is going to do his best impression of Wiggles and Giggles from Illinois Elite Wrestling and be a clown. And then my other two, my girls are being undead cheerleaders-ish things. I don't know what they're doing, really. They have these, I think they're being undead princesses.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, my kid's going around as a Grim Reaper this year, so got the whole black garb with some glow light eyes and even the hat, the plastic hatchet blade. So
nice.
So yeah. So my kid was going around the church trunk or treat as death this evening.
Happens to the best of us, I guess.
Yeah. it is what it is, man. So hey, and of course,
It's something we can work on, Corey. Calm down. We hear you.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hello.
Yeah, I know. And I see it. We're gonna get some good guests lined up here. We don't know who we're gonna have next week. I had somebody in mind, but apparently their schedules are falling through. We do have one scheduled guest here in November, and I will not say anything until next week because it's a for sure done deal, and we're just trying to work through the rest of November. In fact, our last show of the year for 2022 will be on December 18th because we're going to take some time off for Christmas, going to take some time off for New Year's, and we're going to regroup and come back strong on January 8th to kick off 2023. So, hey.
Nice.
That's right. Give us a break, man. Give us a break.
Getting ready for the Rumble time.
Oh, yeah. Then we'll be talking about the Rumble. And, oh, yeah. I mean, it's a shame that they just, they had to kill the day one pay-per-view, but, it's because. and what, we talk about pay-per-view killing, with the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view being killed. You need to just have that as a special match, not have its own pay-per-view. Because
the Hell in a Cell. Okay, so with that being said, what about Money in the Bank? Because there's talks about Money in the Bank going back to WrestleMania.
They need to do that.
See, I'm okay with it staying its own pay-per-view. I agree to the point, too, that it'd be fine just going back to WrestleMania.
But then what do you do about the women's Money in the Bank?
Just have two of them.
Yeah.
You got two nights.
Right. Exactly.
One on one night, one on the other night. What's the big deal?
Right. I would say that, too, because if you're going to make WrestleMania 2 nights from here on out, you need to just split probably, the men's on one night and women's on the other. And
if we could get a women's full pay-per-view WrestleMania, it'd be dope as... I'm so there, dude.
You said a full women's pay-per-view?
Oh, yeah. Like at WrestleMania?
Oh, at WrestleMania? Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Like one night be for the ladies, one night be for the men. I'd be so down for that.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't had one since Evolution, but
I think the women's deserve their own pay-per-view, to be honest with you, but that's just me. I really I'm very thankful. It was funny how AEW, when they first came on the scenes, were like, we're gonna make women's wrestling a priority, and you only see like 1 or 2 segments, but WWE's literally putting out like 3 to 4 segments each show, just the females.
And AEW needs to step up their game more when it comes to talent.
Give me more Jade.
Yeah. Dude, what was up with Nyla Rose finally knocking her off, dude? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
I'm okay with it because I'm really liking Nyla's, like, her character finally coming to, they tried to make her like the bad guy, the big monster female, we missed a big portion of area where we're talking about like scary females like Luna and Awesome Kong.
Oh, we did. Scary females, right.
What was her name? The Japanese chick that had the hair that was really
up.
Yeah, Bulikano. Like, those chicks scared me. Awesome Kong was one of my favorites, so.
Thunder Rosa's a little scary too, but
Thunder Rosa's. Daphne, big shout out to Daphne, like being a.
Oh yeah, God, that's someone.
One of the greats on the scary.
Gone too soon.
So I'll give shout outs to the ladies.
Yeah,
I like female wrestling though, so.
Right.
I get hot chicks and wrestling. Win.
Right. Oh shoot, man. Yeah. Yes. There's just so much. I mean, with with more wrestling coming up, to close out the year, and then to kick off with the Rumble, and then going into leading up to Mania. I mean, we're in the hotbed right now. We're in the hotbed season of this, and we're here to tag along with all of it. And I know that we've had suggestions put on the show about who you'd like to have on as a guest, but we're always open to everything. Falls Count Everywhere at gmail.com, or you can tweet us at FCE Podcast, which is our official Twitter. handle, and just hit us up there. So shoot, we're bigger and better, man. We're gonna have bigger and better things in days ahead with this, and looking forward to it, man. So I think that's about all I had. Any closing words from you, Z?
No, man. I'm good. Like, I'm pumped. I'm ready for wrestling. You got me pumped for tomorrow night now. Like, I want to watch Raw already.
There you go. Shoot. Well, I know I'm set, man. I'm ready for this week to get over with. We've got a big weekend of wrestling coming up. And of course, then I'll be busy with my own shows on the next two following weekends in November. So, all right, man. So, hey, I think that does it here for our Spooky Stars edition. We've been talking quite a bit, and you all take care. We'll see you in next month. And hey, follow We Talk Wrestling and follow us everywhere on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Find us. We'll be there. So you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next Sunday night. Thanks again for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast. Don't forget our friends at the following: Outside the Ring STL, the Searcher and Hide podcast, and We Talk Wrestling. The Falls Count Everywhere podcast is an LTX Enterprises production.